everyone, and thank you for joining us for the NeedyMeds Brief, Demystifying the Drug Discount Card. My name is Carla, and I am the Director of Education here at NeedyMeds. Unfortunately, our president, Dr. Rich Sagal, who was originally scheduled to conduct this brief, was unexpectedly called away from the office, so I'm stepping in. I do hope that's not too much of a disappointment, and I'm going to do my best to cover everything. And of course, you'll have the chance to let me know what you think in the after the webinar survey, so please do stick around. Before we continue, I want to go over just a few housekeeping tips. If you have questions, you can feel free to type them into the GoToWebinar control panel. There's a question section on there. Just know that I will reserve answering questions until the end. If I don't have the chance to follow up with your if I don't have the chance to answer your specific question, I will follow up with you via email by tomorrow morning. And of course, I'll provide the contact information for NeedyMeds as well. This webinar is being recorded and will be available for viewing on the NeedyMeds YouTube channel within a couple of days. And you can also find a copy of the PowerPoint presentation I'm using in the handout section, again in that GoToWebinar control panel. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. For those of you that are not familiar with NeedyMeds, what you're looking at now on my screen is our mission statement and how we achieve what we do. NeedyMeds' goal is to connect people to programs free and anonymously through our website and helpline that will help them save on their healthcare expenses. And I always put a snapshot of our website in my PowerPoint presentations because our site really is the face of our organization. One of the other things I wanted to point out, at the very top right-hand corner, you'll see a bunch of social media icons. The third one from the left is the icon for our YouTube channel. I'm just pointing that out because that's what I mentioned in the beginning of this presentation. And that's where you can get directly to our YouTube channel, where you can find other previously recorded special topic webinars, as well as the one you're listening to right now. And again, that should be up within a couple of days or by the end of the week at the latest. So on the NeedyMeds website, one other thing I also want to point out is at the top you'll see the navigation bar, home, patient savings, advocates, etc. That patient savings tab is where you can find all of the healthcare cost savings resources we offer. And some of those most popular ones are our prescription assistance programs database, our diagnosis-based assistance programs, our clinics database, our coupons, and of course, the resource that we're going to focus on today, which is the NeedyMeds Drug Discount Card. If you are interested in learning more about the NeedyMeds website, please do join us for one of our monthly overviews. And you can find upcoming webinars on the bottom right hand of our homepage. There's a calendar of events. And of course, I encourage you to peruse the website when you have a bit more time. So today, my goal is to show you how the NeedyMeds Drug Discount Card works, the tools for maximizing user savings, and why it should matter to you, and whether or not you have health insurance or not. So let's dive in. What does the NeedyMeds Drug Discount Card do? In a nutshell, the NeedyMeds Drug Discount Card will help you to save on prescription medications, over-the-counter medications and supplies as long as they're written as prescriptions, and even pet prescriptions if they're picked up at the People Pharmacy. So let me talk to you a little bit about what I just said. Of course, our drug discount card can be used with prescriptions, but the reason I put over-the-counter medications and supplies up there is because sometimes you'll go to the doctor and he or she will just make suggestions with products or medications you can purchase and that don't require a prescription. They're simply over the counter. Although that can be convenient, we recommend getting that prescription anyway. First of all, you may find out that in fact that medication is covered by your insurance. For example, I used to always spend money out of pocket on Claritin or some sort of over-the-counter allergy medication. When I asked my doctor to call it in as a prescription, it turns out that my insurance company would cover a generic version of it. But even if they didn't, when I'm armed with that prescription, I could match that prescription with my drug discount card and see if I can get a discount. Of course, we'll get into some of those details a little bit further on in the presentation. And one other thing I want to mention is that you can use the NeedyMeds drug discount card to purchase pet prescriptions. So depending on how you look at it, we take the same meds as our pets sometimes, or sometimes they take the same meds as us. For example, you might encounter dogs that are on antibiotics or blood pressure medication or even anti-anxiety. So if you want to learn more about how to use the NeedyMeds drug discount card to save on your pet's meds, let me know. You can send me a message in the questions section of your GoToWebinar control panel, and I would be happy to email you a less than 10-minute video showing you just how to do that. And that good-looking puppy you're looking at right on your screen is my little boy, Benjamin. So anyway, let's move on. Big question we get is who can use the card? The answer is simple, anyone, but there are some rules. First of all, the NeedyMeds drug discount card cannot be combined with insurance. So what that means is that if you don't have drug coverage, or insurance, you can use the drug discount card anytime. If you do have drug coverage or insurance, you may choose to use the drug discount card instead. And some of the times you may want to choose the drug discount card instead is you may find out a particular medication is not covered under your insurance. Maybe you find yourself in a coverage gap, or maybe you found you have a high copay or high deductible. A couple of things I want to mention about that as well. When I'm talking about a coverage gap, you may be familiar, for example, with Medicare Part D, people falling into the donut hole. That's an example of a coverage gap. What I really want to point out is that if you're in a coverage gap, or if you have a high deductible and you choose to pay cash and use a drug discount card, just know that it will not help towards meeting that deductible or getting you out of that donut hole. So for example, if you fall into the Medicare Part D donut hole and it's the beginning of the year, then don't use the NeedyMeds drug discount card. Do whatever you can to get out of that donut hole. But if it's the end of the year, let's say it's October, November, or December, and you're in that donut hole with no way of getting out, you might as well use the drug discount card and save off the cash price of your medications. You can also certainly compare the price of the drug discount card, of what the cost would be using the drug discount card, as opposed to using the insurance. Our statistics show that 5 to 10% of the time the drug discount card produces a better price than the insurance. So it's worth checking out. And of course, again, we'll get into this in just a moment, but the NeedyMeds drug discount card, in addition to being free, it's also anonymous. So that means you can use the same drug discount card that your family and friends or neighbors or loved ones use. Let's talk about some more basics that we think you'd be interested in knowing about the NeedyMeds drug discount card. Keep in mind that not every drug will have a savings. We find that a savings is found about 85% of the time the drug discount card is used. And the savings offered is usually about 50% off of the cash price. As you can see on your screen, a couple of important basics about the drug discount card is that the prices and the discounts will vary from month to month, and they'll also vary from pharmacy to pharmacy. The NeedyMeds drug discount card requires no activation, no registration, no enrollment, no residency, and there are no income or insurance guidelines. Our drug discount card never expires, and it is accepted at more than 65,000 pharmacies nationwide, and that includes all of the major national as well as local chains. And I put this statement up there because simply saying the card is ready to use. That's because all you need to do is ask us for one, and we'll go about how we can get that drug discount card in your hand. But once you have it, it's ready to go. Another question we get asked pretty much all the time is how do drug discount cards work? Why is it that NeedyMeds is able to provide drug discount card users with a discount? So let's talk about how drug discount cards work. And the reason I say let's talk about how drug discount cards work is because they all work in a similar manner. A pharmacy benefits manager, or PBM, or an adjudicator are responsible for setting up a network of pharmacies that will accept the card, and they also negotiate the discount. Once a drug discount card is used, there are always at least 3 transaction fees. The pharmacy gets a fee, the adjudicator gets a fee, and the marketer gets a fee, which in this case is NeedyMeds. You may also ask, why would pharmacies accept the drug discount card? And there's basically 5 primary reasons. First of all, they'll still make a profit. Maybe it's a lesser profit, but it's better than none. They'd lose the sale completely otherwise. That's a risk. Customer loyalty, knowing that you can save and use your drug discount card will determine sometimes whether or not you'll return to that pharmacy or choose another. Extra sales. I put that up there because there's a reason that the pharmacy is in the back of the store. When you're walking down the aisles, chances are you're going to pick up other products you need, shampoo, toilet paper, etc. So they are just getting you in the store helps them to make extra sales. And another big reason is peer pressure. There may be another fancier marketing term for that, but the reality of it is if all of the other national chains and mom and pop pharmacies are accepting the drug discount card and one particular pharmacy isn't, they're going to give in and start accepting that drug discount card, again, to make sure that they can hang on to their customers. As I'm sure you've heard, there are a lot of other drug discount cards out there. So why would you choose to use the NeedyMeds drug discount card as opposed to others? First of all, the NeedyMeds goal is for our users, hopefully, to never need to use the NeedyMeds drug discount card. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. Just over 20 years ago, NeedyMeds was founded by Rich. He was a practicing family physician in Bangor, Maine, and then Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And Rich, as he was treating his patients, noticed that a lot of them weren't getting their medications filled. And he wanted to find out why. And when he did, it was because people simply couldn't afford the medications. And he wanted to do something about that. So he started looking into how to help people afford their medications and came across something called prescription assistance programs. And again, if you'd like to learn more about those, please join us for an overview webinar. Prescription assistance programs are basically programs that are supported by pharmaceutical companies that offer free or deeply discounted name brand medications to those who qualify. So Rich started this database of prescription assistance programs, which has grown into this website more than 20 years later that offers more than 20,000 points of cost savings. Now, even though NeedyMeds was founded 21 years ago, we didn't start offering a drug discount card until April of 2009. And the reason the drug discount card came about is because Rich didn't want people that were turning to NeedyMeds for help affording their medications or healthcare costs to be turned away with nothing if we couldn't connect them to a program. So that's why we created the NeedyMeds drug discount card. So really, we hope nobody ever has to use it. We hope, first of all, that there will be affordable healthcare coverage for everyone. Short of that, we're hoping that we can connect you to a program that will help you specifically afford that medication or healthcare expense. But if we can't do that, we might be able to refer you to a partnering organization. But at the end of the day, if none of that works, we want to be able to provide our users with an easy, free, and anonymous safety net in case none of those other options work. So again, our goal is to connect users with cost-save programs, not to have them use the drug discount card. A really important reason the NeedyMeds drug discount card differs from others out there is that it is anonymous. We do not ask name, personal information, or anything about the drug discount card users, and we don't track it. So if there's other drug discount cards out there that are free, and if you're using one, you should never pay for one, and we want you to use whatever one gets you the most savings. But keep in mind that you may want your personal information to remain anonymous, and we can assure you of that here at NeedyMeds. Again, no identification is required. We do not track who's using the card, what prescription they're filling. And again, the NeedyMeds drug discount card is completely free. As I said a few moments ago, when there's a drug discount card, there are transaction fees involved. We keep our transaction fee very low so that we can pass the most savings on to our user. And another really important difference is that since fees are involved with drug discount cards, you have the peace of mind of knowing that the fee that NeedyMeds is obtaining when you use that drug discount card, it's going back to support this nonprofit, which helps other people afford their healthcare costs. So if you're going to use a drug discount card, knowing where that money is going at the end of the day may be a consideration for you. So if you wouldn't mind bearing with me for just a moment, I'm going to escape out of the PowerPoint presentation, hopefully seamlessly, and onto our website so I can walk you through how to request a NeedyMeds drug discount card through our website and how to maximize savings. So bear with me just a moment. So what you're looking at now is the NeedyMeds current live website. One of the things I first want to point out is that in the top right-hand side, you'll see the phone number for our toll-free helpline. We are on the East Coast, and the number is 1-800-503-6897. If you have any questions about the drug discount card or other healthcare cost savings programs, don't hesitate to reach out to our expert call center counselors. We're here to help you, and we do have Spanish-speaking counselors as well. So let's say you're interested in getting a drug discount card. There's a number of destinations on our website that will link you to it. I'm just going to click on that box with the red arrow on the left-hand side that says Get Your NeedyMeds Drug Discount Card. And when that pops up, you'll see at the top of the screen in bright red a statement that says print out the downloadable PDF. And it's as easy as that. If you have access to a printer, all you would need to do is print out the PDF. And at the top of the PDF, if my screen will cooperate, it'll show you that there is a picture of the NeedyMeds drug discount card. And what you're going to want to do is just cut out that drug discount card. The information the pharmacist needs is on the left-hand side. Again, if you don't have access to a computer or you're referring somebody that doesn't have access to a computer or internet, they could always call our counselors and they'll be happy to mail a drug discount card out for them as soon as possible. The other option is you can certainly fill out this form here, being sure you choose a design, and we'll be happy to drop one in the mail. You'll also notice you can mail us, I think this is the most complicated way to go about it, but you can certainly mail us a self-stamped envelope to our P.O. box. And for those of you that do have a smartphone, on the left-hand side, you'll see there's a box for NeedyMeds Storylines. Storylines is a newly developed free self-care app. This has the NeedyMeds drug discount card preloaded into the app, so you can make sure you always have it with you. But this app also makes it possible for you to track and manage your health conditions. And as you can see, this app can help as a medication reminder, a symptom tracker, or even a pain rating scale. Again, the app is free, and you can download it through the Google App Store, as well as iTunes. So let's say you've either printed out a drug discount card, you've called one of our counselors, they're dropping one in the mail for you, you filled out the form and we're dropping one in the mail for you, or you've got it on your cell phone now. The next step I'm sure you'll agree, would be trying to figure out what pharmacies in your area accept the NeedyMeds drug discount card. And to do that, you'll simply return to the Get Your NeedyMeds drug discount card page and scroll to the bottom of the page to find something called the NeedyMeds Pharmacy Tracker. And here's the pharmacy search right at the bottom. And to find out what pharmacies accept the NeedyMeds drug discount card, you simply type in a zip code, or you can make it more specific. You can type in the actual address of the area that you'll be picking up the drug discount card. So bear with me. Let's see if my computer cooperates, and then I can show you what the results will generate. So once you type in that zip code, sorry everybody, let's try that one more time. So again, I'm keeping the search broad. I'm typing in a zip code, and I'm going to do a 5-mile search. We'll keep it a little bit broad. Now, as you would imagine, the search results will always be pretty large because, again, the NeedyMeds drug discount card is accepted at more than 65,000 pharmacies nationwide. So once this pops up, you'll see that the results will give you what I hope you'll agree are all of the most pertinent information, including the name and contact information for the drugstore, and even a map of where that drugstore is located. If you want to share these pharmacies with a client, a family member, a neighbor, or loved one, you can choose the print all option, and it'll do just that. It'll print a list of all of these pharmacies that accept the NeedyMeds drug discount card. And you can see there are certainly all of the major chains such as CVS and Walgreens and Rite Aid, but there are also more mom and pop type or local pharmacies. So now you've got your drug discount card. You know a pharmacy accepts the drug discount card. And the final step would be, how much is this medication going to cost me if I use the NeedyMeds drug discount card? And to find that out, you'll click on the newly updated drug pricing calculator on the left-hand side. You need 4 pieces of information to find out how much this medication would cost you. You need to the name of the medication, the dosage, the quantity or day supply, as well as the zip code where you'll be picking up that medication. A couple of quick things I want to mention to you. As I said earlier, adjudicators are constantly negotiating prices with pharmacies, so the prices will change. So if you're going to pick up your medication and you find out how much it costs, you're going to want to go and pick it up within a couple of days. Don't find out how much the medication costs today and then go pick it up 2 weeks from now, because the chances are the price will have changed. Will it change dramatically? Maybe not, but it's possible. The other thing is this drug pricing tool provides an estimate. Now, although the estimate is very close, it is not accurate down to the penny. So bear with me while I escape once again out of the live website back to our PowerPoint presentation so I can mention a few other things. It's a reminder. I want to make a reminder to our audience that if you have any questions, you can feel free once again to type them into that questions section of your GoToWebinar control panel. And while I still have everybody listening, one of the other things I wanted to point out, for those of you that joined us today and are representing an organization or company, please know that we would be happy to provide you with a customized drug discount card at no cost. And what that means is if you would like a drug discount card with your company's name and logo on it, we'd be happy to print those for you in unlimited supply at no cost. If you're interested, you can get in touch with me or you can shoot an email to my colleague, Alana. Since today we only covered the NeedyMeds drug discount card, I do want to remind everybody that we do have more than 20,000 points of cost savings on our NeedyMeds website. So I encourage you to visit our website and look around. See if there's other benefits that may be applicable to you, your loved ones, or the patients that you serve. Please join us for other upcoming special topic webinars. And again, you can join those by looking at the calendar of events on the bottom right hand of our homepage. We also encourage you to register for the NeedyMeds Patient Assistance newsletter or our webinar announcements. We send those out monthly, and they're a great way to stay up to date not only with what's going on with NeedyMeds, but with the healthcare field in general. There's a website, maybe you're familiar with it, called Great Nonprofits. If you go there and type in NeedyMeds, we'd love for you to leave a comment and offer your feedback about either today's webinar or NeedyMeds in general. And a reminder, of course, please don't hesitate to reach out to our call center counselors or visit our website so you can get your own drug discount card. Bear with me. Sorry, guys. And here's the point in the webinar where I'll open up the floor to questions. And here's a question that I get regularly, and thanks everybody for your patience having a little bit of technical difficulty. For our webinars, unfortunately, we do not offer, and this is a question we get almost every time, we do not offer CEUs or continuing education units. If you would like to receive proof that you attended the webinar, however, send me a message in the questions section of your GoToWebinar control panel, and I would be more than happy to shoot you an email attesting to the fact that you attended today's webinar. We have a question coming in about receiving a co-branded drug discount card. And again, that means instead of having the NeedyMeds name and logo on your drug discount card, you will have your organization's name and logo on that. That is completely free. As I said, we'll be happy to mail you unlimited quantities of a plastic card with your organization's name and logo. The only thing I do have to mention when it comes to receiving those free drug discount cards, they are printed in black and white. We can absorb as a nonprofit the cost of printing drug discount cards for various organizations in color. However, them being printed in color may be important to your organization's branding. If it is important to you to have your drug discount card printed in color, we'd be happy to do that, although there would be a fee. We're not making anything off that. It's just, again, we can't absorb that cost. And once you have your own drug discount card, we will be able to provide you with a complimentary monthly report, which will let you know how many times your drug discount card was used and the dollar amount of savings. Again, that's the only information we track. We do not track who is using the card. We do not track any of their personal information, and we don't track what prescriptions are being filled. So we have a bunch of questions coming in about whether or not there are presentations about other NeedyMeds resources. I would encourage you to sign up for our webinar, our overview webinars. We have one coming up in August, and we pretty much try and do at least one overview every month. It's a little bit longer than a half hour. It's about 40 minutes, and it'll walk you through all of the cost savings programs available on the NeedyMeds website. If I didn't get the chance to answer your specific question, I'd be happy to follow up with you again personally via email, and I'll do that either later this afternoon or by tomorrow morning at the latest. In the meantime, don't hesitate to visit our website and give our call center counselor experts a call at 1-800-503-6897. They're here to help. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day to join us and learn a bit more about the NeedyMeds drug discount card. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.